Hello. How you guys doing? Hey, welcome to Distraction Tactics. How is everybody today? How you all been? It's been a while. So, hey, how you doing? How's it going? So we are, or I am, doing the first ever Distraction Tactics outside broadcast. I'm not in the green room in my home for the first time ever, but we are here because, well, why is Distraction Tactics returning now? It was meant to be a way to unite people in very strange times, and times are still really, really weird. It was meant to unite film geeks around the world. There's a way for myself, Charlotte, you guys, our special guest Kyle, and loads of other people who love movies to connect and interact around a love of film, obviously. We started during lockdown for you guys and tried to discover a hidden world of film with fellow film lovers. So now, the reason that we're back and the reason that I'm here in an actual cinema, which we've been given access to, it's closed at the moment, but cinemas in the UK and in lots of other countries are opening, obviously with a lot of precautions and a lot of safety measures. They're opening again for the first time since lockdown began. This week, like tomorrow, with the release of Tenet, which is the new film by Christopher Nolan. And I'm basically really excited to be outside and in an actual cinema. The ginormous film geek in me can't quite believe that I'm allowed to be in this empty cinema by myself. We've been incredibly lucky to be allowed in here, and we're basically here to talk about independent cinema and how important it is to support your local independent cinema. So we're in the Olympic in Barnes in London, and we wanted to celebrate cinema and the cinema going experience. Things are different, the world is different, everything's kind of strange, but we want cinema to remain. It's been the most amazing escape for me and for us during this thing. So it wouldn't be Film Club if I didn't try and drag into this thing. So let's see if our outside correspondent is here. Oh, there he is. Hello, mate.
How are we doing there, guys?
How are you?
I just thought I'd secret guess that scenario, you know?
Were you going to say bitch, but you changed yourself?
Yeah, I did. I thought I'd keep it nice and PG, but then you ruined it. Thanks, Dan.
Sorry. Apologies.
Dan, how does it feel to be in an actual cinema? That's insane.
Dude, it's so weird. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. This does not feel like I should be allowed in here. Yeah, really exciting. I can't wait to try some popcorn. Hopefully, raid the empty lobby for whatever I can find. Maybe find some.
Are people going to come in? Are you going to put on a show for some people? What's happening?
Ta-da! No, so the cinema opens tomorrow. They are
exciting.
Tenet, the new Christopher Nolan film, kind of brings in, I guess, in some countries. I know that obviously in a lot of places around the world, cinemas aren't going to be open yet. But in some countries, they're saying here there's got to be 2 rows between you for safety, and obviously people wearing masks.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, keep as safe and keep even go beyond the safety measures to do what you can. But ultimately, if they feel it's okay to open up cinema, I think that's incredible. Because just the whole cinema experience is something that everyone almost everyone enjoys, and it's part of their life. It's like a once a week or a once a fortnight thing. You go to cinema and you watch whatever new films are out, especially when something like Tenet comes out. It's a cinema film.
It is a cinema film. It is a cinema film, and I can't wait to see it. So Christopher Nolan,
yes,
pretty great director. Done a few
Do you know what? Because like
films.
You think to the kind of more recent ones, you know, like all the Batmans and your Inceptions and such, but like Memento.
I know. I was going to say that. I was going to ask you what your favourite is. For me, probably Memento.
Yeah.
What amazing! If people here haven't seen it, hello everybody. If you haven't seen Memento, make sure you go back and watch it. It's one of the most original, twisty, bizarre concepts for a film, and I couldn't recommend it more.
Chris Nolan loves his time, like his kind of just like messing with time and messing with like perceptions and stuff, and he does it so well, so well.
He really does. He really does. Should we see how people have been? How's everybody on here doing? We are excited.
Someone says it's so good. Yep. Yes. Thank you.
Nolan is a genius. I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree. So the idea is, I guess, that people who are able to get to a cinema or watch Tenet will try and will reconvene in a few weeks, maybe. But that will also look at Christopher Nolan films. So if anyone out there wants to like revise on their Christopher Nolan knowledge,
and then we'll quiz you right up. See how good you are on the knowledge.
We'll test you. Dude, thank you so much for being our special guest tonight.
It's an honor. It was a surprise even for me this time round, actually. I'm so excited to watch the new film Tenet. It looks incredible, and and then so what happens next? And then you will do some kind of thing in the future where you talk about it. Is that what the plan would be? I don't know.
Dude, you should probably be organising this because you do a better job than me.
It sounds like a good idea, man.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Dunkirk. Someone just mentioned Dunkirk.
Of course.
So brilliant. Right, dude. I'll speak to you soon.
Oh, take it easy. Goodbye, everyone. Love you.
Bye. So it wouldn't really be distraction tactics if I didn't make a really embarrassing jingle. So I made a Tenet. I made a Tenet-centric distraction tactics jingle, and I hope that you like it. Let's see what you think. Oh no, just want to play. Two big epic sounds. Massive drums. Distraction tactics, here we go again. The world is backwards, take me far away. Let's go to the cinema with 10 minutes and Christopher Nolan. Distraction tactics, here we go again. Sure, I just saw some comments saying I need to clear the screen. I completely agree. I do need a much. That screen could do with a wipe. And it wouldn't be distraction tactics if we didn't get in our co-host and co-conspirator, Charlotte. So I'm going to go grab her now. Where is she? Charlotte.
Hello.
How you doing? Welcome back.
Hello. It's very nice to be back. How are you doing?
Isn't it exciting? I'm in a cinema. I'm in a real cinema.
Oh, I'm in this rather spectacular room. Look, it's got a. Can you see? It's got a huge thing on the ceiling. Can you see that? I don't know.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good. Annoying everyone with my good mood. And the sun's out.
There's definitely worse things to annoy people with.
Well, you don't have to live with it. But anyway, I'm so excited that we can go back to the cinema.
Yes, safely, obviously.
Safely, yes. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Good question. I can't wait for Tenet.
Me too. Big screen. Epic.
Yes, on the big screen. You were saying about Coppola's on the Rocks as well?
Oh, yes. Sophia Coppola's reuniting with Bill Murray, which is really exciting.
Yes.
It's about a failing marriage, and it looks really funny and quirky and quaint.
I think she's a bit of a genius, isn't she?
She's very clever. It's a thing, isn't it, in the genetics? And I'm really excited about this filmmaker called Chloe Zhao. I don't know if I'm saying it right, who is Chinese American, filmmaker who made a film called The Rider, which I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
Boy, he does something really interesting in terms of mixing fact and fiction. And her latest film is coming out, and it's called No Man's Land, and it's starring Frances McDormand.
Amazing. Oh, I mean, she's an incredible director, and Frances McDormand is such a good actress. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's her first.
actor. Excuse me.
I'm
excited.
So I'm really excited to get back into the cinema. And
Someone on here just mentioned Bill and Ted.
oh yeah,
Bill and Ted 3. I don't think that's coming to cinemas, but it is. I mean, it's exciting nonetheless. I can't wait to see it.
yeah, just seeing new things. I mean, we've been celebrating old cinema, and there is a great pleasure in that. But there's also a pleasure in seeing your favourite filmmakers creating new works, and that's what's really exciting as well.
Exactly. And obviously, life and everything has been on hold for the last however long. You know, it's been a very strange, surreal time. But you know, things like the cinema, small businesses, local independent cinemas, you know, like any struggling business at the moment, kind of need support, and that's, you know, they are so vital for the life of the film industry, I think. And yeah, that's why we wanted to celebrate the reopening of them in the UK and in some countries.
What is it you love most about going to cinema, Dan?
The excitement of seeing something new. That annoying, noisy guy 4 rows down who's chatting away and eating really loudly. Popcorn, of course. Yeah. What I wouldn't do for a bag of popcorn. Yeah. What about you? What does the cinema mean to you?
I think it's that communal experience, isn't it? It's just being together, and it's the big screen, nice lighting, good sound, the sense that other people are sharing that communal experience with you. I think that's really, really important, and nothing ever gives you that same pleasure. And oh, I'm gonna do this. Got some popcorn. One for my friend.
Nice. Look at this, guys. Okay, we're feeding back. Oh, thanks. All right, guys. So I am lucky enough to be joined in the cinema for the first time ever, doing an actual co-host with Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. How's it going back there?
Good. It's so nice to be back in this big cinema.
Yeah, we're so lucky to have this space.
It'd be nice to know what everyone else. Have you got cinemas opening where you are, where everyone is?
Yeah, whichever, like, different countries that people are in. Obviously, there are parts of the world where it's a little bit of a way away from cinemas being open. But this is the first time that we've been in the same room, albeit a public space, and 2 meters apart, but in a while. How you doing?
Yes.
Thanks for the popcorn. I'm really excited for this to be over, so I could just make my way through that entire bag.
And this cinema is so amazing. It's got an amazing history. So I thought it'd be nice to celebrate the cinema, but we've also sort of arranged a little special guest.
Yes.
And also a video made by that guest about why they love cinema.
Amazing.
Have you got it on yours?
I do. Yeah, I've got it here.
I'm gonna go and get the guest.
So we're going to show you this. So our special guest that's coming in a minute, and her husband edited this amazing video to welcome back cinemas in the UK, and it's a sort of love letter to film.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hey, what the shine light? Look, this little light of mine gonna keep shining.
Let it shine. Let it
Woo! Everyone was just taking the piss out of my awful camera skills.
Man.
Yeah.
So this is,
Oh, it was. It really.
this is Lisa who owns.
Sorry, I'm gonna just excuse the worst shaky cam for you ever. This is definitely the
Lisa
most.
who owns the cinema, and she said that they could have shown it on their screen, and it's how big is it, Lisa?
It's 11 meters. I just thought it was hysterical.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm literally like sitting there holding a laptop with one arm. Yeah, holding a laptop. With the awful irony of that. That's the most horrible 2020 thing in the world. I'm so sorry. So we are. So cinema's obviously back open again. This one is. I'm trying to, as someone that can't operate a camera or function in society or put a sentence together, try and have a chat about how exciting it is to have the cinema opening. I wanted to ask you some stuff. Sorry for the weird, awkward angles. I wanted to ask you a little bit about how it's been. You know, how you came to sort of be running this space, and how you came to, you know, set it up for what it is, and what sort of the story of that was.
How does somebody get to own their own cinema?
No, it's a bit mad, isn't it? We set off to basically save this building. It was built in 1906. We found out that it was going to be sold to developers, and it was going to be flats and a supermarket. And my husband and I were over in the curry house over the road when we found out. We sat with a bunch of people, friends, local people. We all decided after far too many beers that we'd all club together and save this incredible building. Of course, next morning everybody sobered up and said, "Oh, no, you can do that." So amazingly, we just decided to. Well, my husband was just like with a dog with a bone and just said, "We've got to do it. We've got to do it." So we did. We sold our house. We got some money together through the local community as well. We found a membership scheme where actually the lovely Charlotte actually put in some backing as well. So she part owns the cinema, funnily enough. So we had 250 amazing committed locals who put some dosh in as well. And we opened, I think, 2000 and about 6-7 years ago, I can't remember now, it's all a blur. We opened with one screen, which is this one, which used to be the amazing Studio One when it was Olympic Studios, recording studios. And then we opened a second one about 6 months later, and then about a year ago we opened another little baby one for our members downstairs in the basement. So, and then it all went crazy because Selfridges approached us and said, "We love the Olympic, can you come and do one in Selfridges?"
Oh,
so
amazing.
Just before
That's so
Christmas.
cool.
I know, it's mental. We didn't know what we were doing, but we opened in Selfridges 3 screens just before Christmas, and then quickly shut again, obviously. And then we also have 3 screens in the Arches in Battersea.
Oh,
near
cool.
the power station. We're going to open one in the main power station as well.
That's exciting.
So it's just been sort of, yeah, making it up as we go along, really, but it seems to be going all right.
That's amazing. Well, like, I guess a really interesting time to be opening cinemas where there's this shift into home cinema a lot more. Like, this year's been interesting to see people shift around the release times of their films. Loads of films have obviously gone back, but, you know, I guess we all, obviously the 3 of us, feel really passionately that the cinema as a space to go, a place to be with other people. I think a lot like gigs, the idea of being in a public space, obviously at the moment that's strange, and I know you were going to talk about the sort of you know, the precautions being taken to make sure that people in these spaces are safe, which is obviously really important, but the idea of just being in a room with strangers and having a shared passion, like no matter what you might think, believe, what your politics are or whatever, you know, the idea of having a, you know, that's what's amazing. I think when we play shows, and I feel really lucky having all these people in the crowd, and I imagine it must be similar in the cinema as well. Sorry to ramble. Charlotte, do you have any questions? I know you had like a lot to ask.
I was going to say, how I know you're opening with Tenet. How people responded? Did they want to come back?
Absolutely. I mean, we sold out in a couple of hours, I think. Obviously, sold out is not the same as it was. Sold out is 40% capacity now because of social distancing. But yeah, people are desperate to come back, and like you said, it's there's just something about cinema's been, you know, when video came out, everybody said, oh, cinema's gonna die. You know, when Netflix came out, we were all in lockdown and everybody was at home, you know, watching movies at home. They said, oh, cinema won't survive again. You know, it's always taken a bashing, but it's always come back because, as you said, Dan, you can't, there's just something, I don't know, it just gives you goose pimples to be in this incredibly deadened space and have this huge screen in front of you that you
It's not just the screen, is it? You've got amazing sound here.
Yeah.
It's just,
So we're at the Olympic in Barnes, by the way, which has an amazing history, which we won't get into because we don't want to take up too much of your time. But this used to be a recording studio and has loads of musical history, loads, like some incredible albums and songs were made here. But yeah, no, now it's this beautiful space. Do you want to talk a little bit about what the experience? Because I think people will be interested. I don't know, wherever you are around the world, particularly if it feels like a little bit of a way away from cinemas opening, what the experience of coming to a film here will be like in a post COVID world.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, we're 40% capacity. We're used to sort of 80% capacity, which is quite a lot for a cinema. Most cinemas are about sort of 25% capacity, so we're usually pretty high anyway. So now, you know, we're pretty much half capacity than we were before.
And someone coming in, I guess, would it's 2 rows. You can feel there's always a gap of a row.
Yeah, so
you have to wear a mask, don't you?
You have to wear a mask unless you're eating and drinking. So
okay.
You can eat your popcorn really slowly, probably. But we've got things like there's 6 people maximum booking. Either side of that booking, there's always an empty seat. We're pre-ordering all our snacks and drinks and things, and we have a little basket. Our popcorn's no longer. We went to great lengths to make sure that all our packaging was Russell free because we're all about watching the film. So to have a Russell package is really awful, but we have to because it's hermetically sealed. So, yeah, we've had to change all sorts of things to accommodate the risk of COVID.
Amazing. Well, and yeah, it's I'm excited to watch a film here. Very excited to see Tenet. Someone just had a go at me for touching my face. Sorry. So I guess I just had some questions as someone that loves coming to the cinema. Things I've always wanted to know. How early before the film comes out, before the rest of us civilians get to see a film, how you know, what's the kind of lead time? When do you get obviously it's not a reel anymore, it's a digital thing, but when do you get that compared to us plebs?
Well, obviously our cinema booker Gary is very lucky because he gets to see everything very early. We show all of our films to all of our staff, not that early actually. It's usually only a couple of days before, and we're not allowed to do any paid for screenings, so as long as they're complimentary, that's fine, so we can show staff, etc. So in the days of film reels, physical prints, you'd get them a lot earlier, but yeah, it's not actually that much earlier anymore, apart from, as I said, our booker who gets to see everything weeks in advance.
Jealous of your booker's job. Lisa, thank you so much for letting us be here today, tonight. It's very exciting, I think, for all of us to be in a public space. So yeah, thank you. This is the Olympic Cinema and Bars. It's amazing. And yeah, thank you, Lisa and Charlotte. And we'll see you
after Tenet.
Yeah. See you on the other side.
See you on the other side, yeah. For sure. Thanks so much.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. here at the Olympic. We will we'll see you soon. Oh, my laptop keeps on play stuff. I hope you like the jingle, and I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to leave you. I was going to potentially. Oh, guys, you don't need to hide there. I was going to maybe try and drag one of you guys in if anyone's around and wants to have a chat, but some of the film club members, because obviously it's all about you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to play you out with the jingle one more time, and stay safe, stay in touch. I hope you, if you can, and it's legal and safe, support your local cinema. Sorry for touching my face so much in this. And we'll see you soon. Cue big epic sound. As it goes.